Hello, and welcome to Homestead in the Colony. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here. I have a really important public service announcement to be able to talk to you about that I need to talk to you about today. But we're also going to talk about all these sprouts. Okay, so look at here, look at here, look at here. These are zucchini, and this is all squash. They're backwards today because they're chasing the sun, but how fun is that? And then I have 2 trays of tomato plants. Oh, I've never transported tomato plants, and my husband was actually amazed. I know this sounds kind of silly, and people have made me feel better about asking dumb questions, but I've only seen tomato starts. I've never seen tomatoes grow from seed. Anyway, I've got a whole nother tray that looks like that too. I have some more dill that's coming along. I killed the first dill, unfortunately. I transported it too soon, I think. Potted it too soon. These are carrots ready to go in a grow bag, which will be fun. I have radishes that are coming along that I'm so excited about. I had a bunch of jalapenos, but they died. They were a bunch of trays that were kind of like these, because these are really cute. They're coming up, and they are the yellow peppers and the chili peppers, and they were like this, and I got anxious. I put them in a big pot too soon, so they shriveled up. I guess I traumatized them or something. My beets, they're hanging in there, but they're really not doing well. I added some extra soil to try to help with the stem strength, and they haven't changed. All right, so I also wanted to show you, look, the difference in seeds. See this little pot with a cucumber seed? It was planted the same day, same soil, same pod, and look at the difference. Can you see the difference? Anyway, these are still viable. Maybe they're a different kind of cucumber that takes a little bit longer. So, hey, I got green. I'm happy with green. Here are the morning glories that were in the blueberry container. I've got 2 of these that are sprouting up, that I'm going to have some pretty flowers in a pot. That, yes, I know, you do have to watch them because they will take over, and the farmers don't like them a bit. So what I thought we would do is I am going to plant some more jalapeno seeds because this is my one little sprout that is left. I've killed the rest of them. Anyway, what I thought we would do is plant some jalapeno seeds, and I have a little tray like this, and it's filled with soil and it's moistened, and I have a package of jalapeno seeds that what we're going to do is pop some seeds in there. And I wanted to chat with you a little bit. Yesterday I got a phone call. Here's the public service announcement. There is a new scam out there. And the guy was calling. He sounded American. Wasn't like it was somebody that was from another country calling and trying to get your money. And he asked me, I would like to please speak with Ann Dale, although he used my full name. And and I said, this is she. He said, do you live at my street address? Said my old street address. Said, yes, sir. And he said, well, this is Officer so-and-so. Never could understand his name. This is Officer so-and-so. I'm on a special task force, and you had jury duty on May the 9th that you did not show up for. And there have been 2 summons put out against you for that. One is failure to appear, and the other was, here's some seeds. I'm dropping the seeds in here. The other was contempt of court, which is a big deal. And so that got me nervous. Now, I have to tell you a little backstory on me. Only time I've ever had a brush with the law was in college. I got 2 speeding tickets. And one of the speeding tickets, it was going to be expensive, and I didn't want to tell my mama. So I was trying to get the money to pay for it myself. So I went into the courthouse and had the date extended. I had it postponed. They filled out all the paperwork and everything, and I was good to go. Well, the original day of the ticket, a friend of mine was in the courthouse, and she heard my name called, and they swore out a warrant for my arrest for not showing up for that speeding ticket. Now, the girl, my friend, came back to me and said, Ann, there is an arrest warrant out for you for that speeding ticket. You had court today. I got that thing postponed. I got it postponed. So I jumped in the car, ran down to the clerk of court, to the sheriff's department, and until they got it straight and realized that my paperwork was in order, they weren't letting me leave. They said I had to sit over in the corner until they got it straight. So I'm coming from a place where I had a charge against me that I wasn't aware of. So this guy hit a funny bone. Anyway, he said I didn't show up for jury duty, and I've got all these 2 citations up against me. And he gave me, I've got a few notes here because I didn't want to skip over anything so y'all don't fall for this. He gave me the judge's name, the date, the case number. He gave me case numbers for my charges. And as he went along, he said, ma'am, I'm on the other line. We're at the clerk of court. We're going to get this taken care of. Don't you worry. And I'm kind of freaking out on the other end. Oh my gosh, I didn't get anything in the mail. He said, the mail's backed up from COVID. I said, well, I thought you guys came out to the house. We don't do that during COVID, only for dangerous charges or something, some sort of violent charges. But for people, regular charges, because of COVID, we don't come out and do those things. And I said, well, I didn't recognize your name. I know most of those officers because we live in a tiny county. Our whole county only has like 10,000 people. The town only has 5,000 people. I've been here since I was 5 years old, 56 years. I know most of the people here, okay? Not all of them. We've got some newcomers coming in, but I do know some of them, most of them. And he said, well, I'm on a special task force in a building in Elizabeth City. Well, the number that had called was from Elizabeth City, which is a town 2 towns over from me, but a big hub for the police department. And he went on and said that I could potentially have, if I didn't handle this, I could have a $2,500 fine or 7 days in jail. 7 days in jail. Good night. About halfway through that conversation, I put my phone on speakerphone because my husband was here, my sister-in-law was here. My sister-in-law immediately said, Ann, that's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. My husband was like, that probably is. But I personally was frightened. And as the conversation went on, it came around to where he said, we can take care of this today, ma'am. And he began to say, we can take care of this by phone, and that you just simply need to pay your fines by phone, and we can have this all go away. Well, I got mad then because he had me scared. Daggone it, you don't mess with people. And I said, I am calling my sheriff's department right now. I'm headed in the car right this minute. And if this is not up on the up and up, shame on you. And I hung up the phone. So I called the sheriff's department. The dispatcher said, ma'am, I think that was a prank call, a scam call. But I'll have an officer call you back. So about 15 minutes later, an officer called me back. And he said, ma'am, that absolutely is a scam. That's not how we work. If we want you, we will come and visit you at your home. And you don't have to deal with anything by phone, I promise you. And you are the 4th person that has called today. Now, what that made my brain think is, if there's 4 of us that are on the up and up enough that we're going to call, how many people didn't call? How many people are uncomfortable with law enforcement so much so that they wouldn't call? How many people didn't call anybody, and maybe they're older, maybe they are trusting, maybe they think that people don't impersonate law officers. Maybe they gave that man some money. Maybe they gave him their bank account money. That breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. So it's funny how you tell your family about things immediately to not fall for these crazy things, but I wanted to tell my friends here on social media, don't fall for this. Don't give them the time of day. Some of my other friends have fussed at me and said, don't answer phone calls that you're not familiar. If they want to get you, they will leave a message. And the police department never works that way. They always come to see you in person. Okay, that's what we'll do. So just don't fall for that like I did. I've got these little seeds in here now. Good luck with the jalapeno peppers. Hopefully they'll be as good as these other peppers that I have over here. And I didn't know, I do have a question. I bought several sets of, these pots that are going around that everybody has, the stackable pots. And I wondered if I can put my dill and my chives and the spring onions in there. I also wanted to have a tray of strawberries. The weekend gardener was planting some strawberries that were gorgeous. I can't find any daggone strawberry plants anywhere. And I've been to 3 different towns. I guess I need to call first. But those are the questions. Can I put my herbs all in these pots? And I think I can. I think I can. I'm excited for all these little babies that are popping out of the soil. And thank you so much for coming in. Please be aware of those scams out there. It worries me. It hurts my heart. I have several older ladies on my own street that could very easily have been taken advantage of by that. Luckily, I had some backup. So I hope to see y'all soon. You guys take care.